Hello, welcome back. My name is Shirley Davis, and this is my Sunday talk. A little bit about dissociative identity disorder, a condition I've had since I was very small. It forms because of severe trauma in childhood, usually some type of abuse or neglect or both. And it's repeated and nasty. Um, anyway, today I wanted to talk a little bit about treatment. Treatment for DID takes years. I've been in treatment for 31 years. That doesn't mean you would be, of course. It depends on how fragmented you are. I happen to be polyfragmented, which means there was more than 100 alters, or at least there was. And I say was because I pulled several of them together into groups or into myself, so that there's not quite as many as there was once before. Anyway, treatment for DID takes a long time. And the most common treatment is psychotherapy. I know a lot of people out there have had big problems with psychotherapists. They let you down, they've even been abusive. But if you can find a good therapist that treats at least trauma-related disorders, if not dissociative identity disorder itself, you can get help. And even though it takes years, and a lot of determination and a lot of guts, because you're facing yourself, you're looking yourself straight in the eye and saying, oh my God, here I am. And here are my problems, and here are my downfalls, and here are my accomplishments as well. It's very hard to go through, but treatment with psychotherapy is the basic and the most common treatment. There are other treatments, forms of psychotherapy, of course. There's EMDR, there's other ways of doing things, but psychotherapy is the most common. And other treatments might be involve sand tray therapy, where you take figures of some figurines and you put it in the sand, and you're supposed to tell your story that way. I've done that before, and it was very powerful. She had me pick out figurines that represented my family, my original family, a family of origin, and I put them in the sand, and it was incredible how accurate just placing things in the sand was about how I felt about the people in my family. There's also things like art therapy. There's drama therapy, which is extremely powerful. I went in and rescued myself my 6-year-old self and my little brother from starvation with my mother. So it was very powerful. I gained control and understanding more than I ever had of just what happened to me. And the most powerful part was I had her arrested, and she was tried and found guilty of child abuse. That was, of course, only imagination, only imaginary. That never really happened. But still, it was powerful. I urge you, if you think you have DID, or you know you have DID and are not in treatment right now, get in treatment, because your life is very important. I mean, you may not think so, but the world would be a very cold place if you weren't here. So, getting better, if you want to get out of the chaos of DID, find some peace in mind, and live a life that you were intended to live, for the most part anyway. Then get in treatment. Hang on to that. Don't give up on it, unless the therapist is abusive or some other thing. Of course, then you need to either seek out a different therapist or do what you need to do to get rid of the one you have. Don't put up with therapists who don't believe you're going to get well. Do not do that. If the therapist doesn't believe you're going to get well, leave them. That is not the way to treat people. And it certainly won't help you get well. Wellness to me is when I feel at peace with myself and my environment, where I feel like I have a chance to move forward. Even at my age, you can see my gray hair. I just turned 60 in September of last year. At 60 years old, I feel that I still have 20 years ahead of me that I could do some good. I enjoy my life, and it's all because of therapy. When I first got into therapy, oh my God, it was a mess. And Paula, my first therapist, really put up with a lot. I played a lot of games, but that's for another vlog. I didn't intend to, but I did. Get in therapy, stay in therapy, and hang in there, because I know it's tough. I know it's hard. Oh my God. It's one of the hardest things I've ever had to do was to go in therapy. And it's like wrestling with an alligator once or twice a week. It's really tough. But treatment is vital. There are medications you can take to treat some of the more troubling symptoms, such as depression, anxiety, uh, you know, things like that. If you can treat, they have medications to treat insomnia, especially, which I'm going to talk about next week. Um, and you need your rest. I know that for myself. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about treatment, and so I have, and I hope you have found it helpful. As usual, I will put my link to my blog in the bottom. It has a lot of information on it that would help you. It's written by me for people like you and myself. And I enjoy these talks very much, and I look forward to talking to you next week. Okay, take it easy. Bye-bye.